The best piece of advice I can give when CV writing is think about who you're talking to and tell them what they need to know. Before you even touch that keyboard, visualise yourself talking to the person and telling them about yourself, your experience, how you match the job criteria and why they should hire you. This visualisation allows you to identify what is most relevant and therefore the structure that your CV should take. It is the first principle of CV writing. Structure your CV in order of relevance to your reader. Build a skeleton structure. The first element to add to your skeleton structure are the essential and desirable competencies of the position you are applying to. This is relevant to any type of CV, academic, graduate, or a part-time bar job. Print out the job description, go low-tech with an actual highlighter pen and highlight everything that is a skill, strength, quality, or competency, and everything that is in the essential and desirable criteria list. Your next step is to jigsaw all of that into your CV, putting the skills with the piece of experience where you gained it. Think back over the last few years and list chronologically all the things you have done. Don't bother about talking them out fully just yet, because you may have to cull to the best stuff. Consider your degree, your most relevant subjects and your dissertation. Any clubs, societies, sports teams, class rep positions you may have had whilst at university. Occupational experience related to the thing you are applying for. Don't worry if it was paid or unpaid. And all of your other jobs right across the spectrum, part-time, holiday, or before you came to university. Hard skills. Do you drive, speak any other languages, or have particular advanced IT skills? Now, put some structure on your content. The key headings that most students and graduates will have on a CV at this stage in your experience are name and contact details, career objective, education, sector experience, other employment, additional skills and information, referees. Education and relevant experience are the sections that could be changed around depending on what you want your reader to know first. Your CV is now totally targeted to the position you're applying for. The next stage is to add substance. Put flesh on the bones. Your job now is to convince the reader that each of these pieces of evidence demonstrates that you have the necessary skills and experience for the job. Take each piece of evidence and apply the CAR technique. C. Context. What is the piece of evidence you're going to talk about? Dates from and to, name of the place, employer, place of study or other, and what was your role. This should form a subheading. A. Action. What did you actually do there? What did your role entail? Remember to give the most relevant information, not an exhaustive list of everything you did. R. Reason, relevance, and result. What is your reason for telling them this? In what way is it relevant? What skill, quality, strength, competency, and knowledge do you now have as a result of this experience that your reader will be interested in? Give a clear indication that you were successful. You could use words like successfully and effectively. It could be feedback from a supervisor or manager, or it could be a quantitative measurement like increased student membership by 15%. The point is, the employer will then know that because you have used these skills in the past, you will be able to use them in the future. It is proof of your ability and potential. So, if you've prepared your evidence this way, all sections of your CV will flow with persuasive evidence. Let's look at education first. Focus on concrete evidence from your studies that you can match up to the criteria on the job description. A really impactful education section should show your past behaviours rather than a big long list of all your modules. These could be things like projects, field trips, seminars, presentations and study abroad. However, if you have got modules that are specific to the role, do put them in. For example, if you've done some marketing modules and you're going for a marketing job, this could be appropriate. To see how you can sell your degree as more than a list of modules and grades, go to Prospect's website. Follow the links, careers advice, what can I do with my degree, select your subject, for example zoology, then skills for your CV. This gives a nice insight into the transferability of your degree and the skills you have as a result of studying that particular discipline in easy to understand employer speak. Now let's drill a little bit further down and actually critique a CV and look at how she has applied these principles. This is Eva. She's got a chemistry degree and is looking to move into an environmental consultancy graduate role. In the final year project, there are action verbs like evaluated and utilised contacts. Evaluate It shows that she can analyse information and draw conclusions. Utilised Contacts shows that she can talk to different types of people and can relate to them in order to form relationships and collaborations. In the study exchange, she mentions specific lab techniques to show that she can apply her theoretical knowledge in practice. This applies to all students. You will all have some sort of hard skill like research, data handling and report writing. Notice at the end that she is applying the CAR technique by proving her research was successful and her feedback was excellent. University life is a nice way to round up some of the additional things you're involved in alongside your studies. Just remember to apply the principles, cherry pick the best and make it active. Next, think about your employment and work experience. If you can, categorise into 2 sections: industry, sector or occupationally relevant, and all other. You can call this other employment or additional work experience, so long as it's clear. Sector experience. Let's go back to Eve, our chemistry student. See how she has a piece of work experience alongside an unpaid student activity, but they are both directly relevant to her career aspirations of environmental consultancy, and not only show ability, but evidence of strong motivation. If sector experience demonstrates ability directly relevant to the role you're interested in, the other employment section of your CV allows you to demonstrate relevant transferable skills. The biggest mistake is undervaluing typical student jobs like bar work, retail, hospitality, call centres. Every job has potential and can give you examples for the transferable skills that employers will be looking for. Eve has done a good job of showing her progression and different roles in the toy shop. She has written more about the toy shop because she was in a position of responsibility and it shows her developing professionalism. She clearly demonstrates skills of customer service, accuracy and reliability, interpersonal skills, communication, negotiation, creativity, commercial awareness and persuasion. All these skills are relevant for environmental consultancy, but just think about how persuasive they are to any job and any employer. That's the hard bit done. Let's go back now to that headings list and go through one by one what we've missed. Name and contact details. Make your name stand out in larger font. Include 1 postal address, 1 email and 1 telephone number where you're contactable. Have a professional email address. No funky fairies. Career objective and additional skills and information. These 2 parts bookend your main CV content. The career objective should be short and concise, saying where you are just now and where you want to be. For example, chemistry graduate with proven lab expertise and successful commercial experience seeking an environmental graduate role. Additional skills and information is a nice add-on and allows you to pull together random but interesting pieces that don't fit logically anywhere else. Subheadings could be languages, IT skills, driving licence, personal interests and club or sport involvement. Anything essential to the job should be discussed already, therefore this is a short section. Referees. 2 people who are willing to vouch that you have the skills, experience and education you say you have. Perhaps an academic. Either an academic you know well, your dissertation supervisor or advisor of studies. The other from work, volunteering or another aspect of your personal background. Give their name, who they are in relation to you, email address and telephone number. Always as a courtesy, get a referee's permission before you use them. Dress it up! That's your content. Now make sure it looks good on the page. Select all and put in the same font and font size. Make your name bigger so it pops on the page. Alongside your address, add links to your digital footprint. These could be platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere you have professional or creative content you want your reader to see. Select all your main headings, put in bold and make a size bigger than your text font. Select all your subheadings and put in bold. Make sure your document fits neatly on either 1 or 2 pages, not 1 and a bit. If you're aiming for a 1-page document, use your entire page, margin to margin and top to bottom. Only use indented text if you have the luxury of space. Some people like to have an interest section. This presents you as a 3D person and can add a friendly tone. Only add though if you have space and keep it short and focused to your current interests. Covering letters. For anything you deem to be a professional opportunity, like an internship, graduate job, or work shadowing, always enclose a covering letter. 1. What it is you're applying for. Give the reference number, where you saw advertised. If a speculative letter, state this. 2. Why them? Research the organisation, tell them what you have found out about them, and crucially, why this appeals to you. They know about their organisation. They want to know why it is attractive to you. 3. Why me? Cherry pick some of your best, most relevant pieces of evidence. This might be your degree, a particular module, or piece of paid or unpaid experience. Show what you learned in this context. Be specific. 4. Positive ending. Show your enthusiasm and motivation for the opportunity. Say you're available at any time and that you very much look forward to hearing from them. Sign off with an appropriate acknowledgement like yours sincerely if you know the person's name, or yours faithfully if you don't, and sign off. Save your full application as a PDF entitled Your Name, CV and Covering Letter. This ensures that none of your formatting will jump around after you press send. Press send and good luck.